now it's too loud.
Oh.
How are you both all? How is the trio today?
Not anxious for the future at all.
Oh, I mean, I'm glad you're not anxious for the future. It's fine, because nothing bad's gonna happen. Nothing bad ever happens. What are you talking about? Bad things happen. I did realize, and I made myself sad, I forgot where, I had an item I wanted someone to use today, and I can't find it, so I'm gonna have to remember what it did.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to look that shit up in a minute. But it's fine. There it is! I was looking at the wrong word. That's what it was. Sorry. Anyway, this is fine. Yeah, I found it. Anyway. Anyway.
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm proud of myself. Yes, I'm very proud of myself. I found the thing that I wanted to use. It might not even be useful today, but hey. What do people have? You guys have water? You guys have snacks?
I already ate before this, so...
I did too. I ate a bean burrito. Bean rice.
I have secured sustenance.
I had walking tacos.
I also have a little bowl of cherries here because I know I'm about to get hungry. Anyway, and I'm look. The real hope is that you guys are gonna do a lot of talking in this session.
You can just munch. Oh yeah.
I can just sit here. I can just.
Yo, that's a classic strat. That's classic DM meta. DM meta.
Look, this is really the reason I made it so difficult for you guys, or so morally difficult, challenging, is just so that you guys have an excuse to just talk.
you put role players in a room together. It's going to be a combat-like campaign.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. That's what I love about this. All right, but let's get started. And I realized I did a foolish thing, and I didn't pull out my other notes, but it's fine. This is fine. Don't worry. I am totally prepared. This isn't my second day. It's fine. It's my second day on the job. It's fine. Right. I'm gonna read this out. So, what I'd like to do is, because I didn't really do it last session, I want to read out, specifically, about the island that you are currently staying on, Mora Victus. And then we'll do a little recap, and then we can start the session, if that's all right with all of you.
Sounds like the me.
Okay. Yeah. So the players know this already, because I gave them this. But, Mora Victus Island is the westernmost island. Actually, I can show you the freaking map. I have a map! I can force all of you to look at my horrible excuse for a map. It's great. Actually,
it's a lovely map.
I really liked how it came out, honestly. I'll be honest. Oh, wait, no, don't turn on the fog of war. Stop. Anyway, okay. Mora Victus Island is the westernmost island. Its lands are the most fertile of all the islands, and outside of a single long mountain range, the land is mostly uninterrupted and flat, with lush forests throughout. A good majority of farm, hunted, and gathered foodstuffs come from this island to be exported onto the others. However, this does not always equate to a fed populace. The kingdom is ruled by the human king, Aaron Demetrius. His bloodline has ruled the island for centuries, and during these centuries, the island has gained a bad reputation for corruption and danger. That's so I can read more later as we go on, but yes. Oh, why is it not letting me pin the message? I'll pin it. There you go. There we go. Sorry, I needed to that. Anyway. And that is the brief little summary of the actual island in which these lovely people here live. And now, the recap. And now I see you back to where you were. To this lovely scene. Let me grab session. There we go. Okay. So last time in the Crystal Isles, we were celebrating our players were celebrating our characters were celebrating the Festival of Fates. And during which time, they played games, had some fun, won some money, lost some money, you know how it is, met old friends, all people. And however, during the yearly blessing, our players found themselves chosen and separated from the bunch and brought into this tavern to be explained to what has happened. Unfortunately, they were really interrupted by what they can only assume is a bunch of pirates. There's a lot of combat, a lot of talking, a lot of guards knocked out. No one was killed, but there's a lot of hurt heads, just like dunk, ouch. And the last thing that these lovely folks heard was the lady of the town saying, "What have you done?" As from her little as she stopped sniffling in the corner here. Right there. And that is kind of where we start. The Mr. Jasper has been bandaged up by the lovely Miss Clover. Everyone's been knocked out that isn't knocked out. One of the supposed pirates were knocked out, and the pirates have kind of convened to help mend their dude. So yeah. As of now, grab my token. Oh wait, I don't need token. I have a dude. Aha! Huzzah!
It's not a dude, it's a man.
He's a man. It's not just any man. The man that pops in to here. Finally, after so long, is a dwarf that many of you would recognize. His name is Joseph Caldwell. He was a dwarf that was put into power after Emo's character retired, and he is currently the captain of the guard. He's kind of this man pops in. He looks around, sees the gentleman just all unconscious on the ground, sees his own men kind of at odds of what to do, and looks straight to God, I'm losing my voice. No. Korstag. I think it's just allergies. I'm fine. I'm not sick or anything. Looks straight to Korstag and says, "So what's going on here?"
Just thought I'd sit down for a little bit with the excitement in the fairground. Was starting to doze off.
Oh, is it too boring for you then?
This gentleman here was ever so kind to show me a few magic tricks. Keep me excited.
He grumbles, looks down to the sides like, "Wait, is that one of ours?" Peter, pick him up. Pick him fucking.
How are you doing, Joe? Sorry, I know today of all days is the last time you want something to happen.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. All right. What the fuck happened? And why is... And he kind of looks around, and he looks specifically, his head goes to the men in the men in very polished armor, and the men in purple, and just kind of points. What the fuck happened to them?
You're asking me what happened to many people, or at the same time? Do you want the whole story? You want me to tell you what happened to particular people?
Just give me the rundown.
Right.
To figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
This asshole pulled myself and these two other villagers out of the line, dragged us in here, proclaimed that he was going to take us to the capital, saying that our presence here is dangerous, but refused to go on to why. Next thing we know, the windows break open, with the fair captain and her men here decided to attempt to... How do I put this?
Rescue would be nice. Rescue is a good way to put it.
offer her own way of negotiating for our freedom.
Captain kind of looks over. Sorry, go ahead, yeah, continues.
During the small scuffle that ensued, this man made several claims, after declaring us as apparently traitors, and then proceeded to cast a slew of what I can only call witchcraft towards myself and Miss Clover here. Seems that he's less skilled than he would like to think. It gave me little more than a daze. Once your men came to my aid, I gave him terms to surrender, while he continued fighting until he was, well, in his current state. The fair captain surrendered peacefully.
Say anything about surrender.
You're no longer trying to jump out the window.
Kind of just hrumps and goes back to, like, binding up some wounds to this guy.
Regardless, he has many questions, which both parties are not particularly able to provide answers to, given everything that was happening. I think some questioning is in line, Joe.
Right then. All right. Well, first the fuck off. He looks to the lady in lavender. Lady, you right? And she scowls and she's like, "No, I am not all right. This is not going to plan. This is not going according to plan. This should not have happened. They should be off into the capital by now, and we need to get them out of here. Or we need to get those people." And she just sort of points over to the pirates. "Those people should be arrested, or else we're all in very big trouble."
Could you maybe explain the trouble part?
She clasps her hands together, or her fingers touching, and just kind of like she holds them to her forehead, and kind of frowns, with her eyes closed, before she, pops them down, with a sigh. That gentleman that you've just knocked out is a man of the king, is a representative of the king. Those men that were knocked out are the king's men. If they report this, what do you think's going to happen to this town? And worse if they don't return back. And the captain kind of speaks up. It's like, "Would you rather them been taken?" And the lady looks to her and says, and turns to her and is like, I would have rather this ended peacefully, and it could have done so if you and your people hadn't broken in, like the brigands you are.
I'm just gonna point out, at one point, he did just kind of give up the pretense of the fact that we had a choice in all of this.
Do you think you really have she looks to you. Do you really think you have a choice when someone of the king's from the king tells you need to go somewhere?
No, but I think it's an important thing to bring attention to, because you're kind of dancing around the fact. What kind I'm just saying.
She glances over at the unconscious man just to quickly check to make sure he's still definitely unconscious along with his men.
Roll me d20. Perception check. Sorry, perception check.
I'm scared.
Actually, would it be perception or insight?
I mean,
perception,
It could be
it's perception.
medicine, depending. But
Yeah, give
I'll
medicine
take,
check,
I'll
actually.
take either
Yeah.
medicine or perception. Okay.
Take medicine, yeah. Well, that makes more sense. Thank you. Okay. They're pretty out cold. You don't know how long they're gonna wake up, but they're not. They're moving normally, but you can tell they're like they're out. They're out.
So, I won't saying this because they're unconscious and but I'm just saying, if we happened to be, kidnapped by pirates, the town would have been fine. Everything would have been completely hunky-dory and no one would have... I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Pardon me for not putting my trust to piracy.
She didn't stab you.
I don't blame you.
Occupational hazard, I suppose.
She shrugs.
It's retirement to be so exciting. Almost like it. And you're my emerald friend. You're part of this as any of us.
Huh?
If you're going to get a drink, at least leave a coin on the counter.
I was going to.
Will you pour out an ale for myself, too? I'll pay you back.
Sure thing.
I mean, technically speaking, they're unconscious, so we actually still have the option while they're unconscious, is that we could just go different ways from,
I think that man made it quite clear he was going to kill us.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, we could leave, and people could say we were taken by pirates, and that might work.
So what, we make a show on our way out of here?
I mean, we don't necessarily have to. You know how small towns are. You just gotta plant a seed, and it just spreads everywhere. I mean, they already saw the big hullabaloo with the smoke and all that, and I did a very good job of screaming.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of questions.
Yeah.
The dwarf man said. He grumbles.
Which is the perfect time to lie.
That was me laughing. I'm sorry.
Because something we gotta keep in mind is, if hypothetically we choose not to go with this man,
There's something that's still not being said.
what happens?
Why? Why is this? It seems that our fiery-haired rescuer may perhaps have some insight for that.
Oh, that's right.
And she's just gonna spin on her little focus, and her little bunny tail is wiggling, and she's just staring at him.
There's no reason to hold back now.
Thank you.
She kind of arches an eyebrow at Bunny Girl, but kind of shrugs and I mean, it's not like I wasn't gonna tell ya. Just not with that one around. Points to Jasper. He's a fucking snake.
I kinda connected that. But he's unconscious now, so please.
She frowns, and you can see clear hesitation on her face. So she looks to not just the unconscious Jasper, but to the lady and to to the other guardsmen. See, she's kind of, she's very clearly kind of tentative. Only persuasion.
I'm bad at this.
Yes,
For
you are,
once.
but it's okay. It's okay.
I love when people with negatives make important rolls.
I have a
Storytelling.
0 charisma.
Oh,
That's not
pretty
bad.
good though.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
You're not
That's-
bad
that-
at persuasion. You're average.
That's pretty good. She's used to
I
being
don't
a
have
bard.
+9, it's not good.
She's used to being
She's
a
used to being the
charisma base.
face, isn't she?
She's
Okay.
she is such a charisma class. This is a change for her, and we love it. We respect her. We love
I
her.
support you.
We support her.
This is an
Anyway.
intervention. I want you to play a goblin next, okay?
Oh, okay.
Negative
Maybe
answer.
I'll play a fighter.
Oh shit! No, you know what the true test is?
No.
Yes.
Play a ranger.
No,
Barbarian.
I will play a barbarian. I can take that level of an optimal, but not ranger.
Revised Ranger's pretty cool.
Cool, but not good.
Oh my fucking
They
god!
got rid
Anyway,
of favorite terrain. It's fine.
okay, I'm derailing the min-max train here. Okay. Anyway. So, she looks to the group and eventually kind of like tilts her head back and forth with Shulan's like, fine, and takes a seat where she is looking towards all of you. All right, what do you want to know?
Everything would be kind of nice.
Preferably.
All right, well, telling you everything would take too long, but
All right.
what I can tell you, all right, how far did he get?
Nowhere.
Vaguely points to
Literally nowhere.
You have won a free trip to the capital. You're going to become very important. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, that one, right?
Hmm.
You are kind of important. Very important, but I guess. What do you know of magic? Fairy tales, that kind of like.
Oh, I know a lot about fairy tales.
Tell my children the stories when they were young.
Magic doesn't exist, but now it does to me, I guess.
Yeah. So magic has suffice to say, magic hasn't graced our halls on this lovely land we call the Isles for quite some time. However, there are a certain few individuals that can dip into the weave, so to speak. At least that's how it's described to me. These people aren't very common, they're a bit rare. However, they do exist, and some people, like, and she perts to Jasper, her motions to Jasper. That man there, their job is to collect them and bring them to the king.
And what?
Well, that depends on how well you work with your how well you work for people. Some people, like him, again, motions to Jasper, are fine. He was trained up. Other people don't make it back. Or don't make it out. It's a rare thing, what you have. And you might not even know what it is yet. And I'm not sure how it'll manifest. It manifests in a bunch of ways. But you're important, so to speak.
Why do you come in?
Well, I don't much like their lot. And I don't much like people, I don't want people being taken when they shouldn't be. So, and I like to ruin his day particularly because he's kind of a dick. So that's where I come in. That's why I go visit these festivals. Make sure to see what people we can grab before their representatives do.
I see.
I don't care if you don't come with me. I'll be very honest, I don't really give a shit. Prefer it that way, but hey. What I don't want is for you to go with him. Because you might not make it back.
So, what do they do exactly when you get there?
Well, I can't say I know much myself. Never exactly been to the capital. I never been to the capital myself. Not under that pretense, anyway. I just know people don't come back.
So our choice, then. The three of us strike it out on our own. Running from the king. We wait for him to wake. Beg his forgiveness. And lay ourselves at the mercy of the king's men.
Or you can go with me.
Aye.
And be kidnapped and then attempted to be saved. Oh boy, by the very kind Kingsmen.
I don't think we need
Last
to make
option
two.
sounds best to me.
Question is whether or not he will care at this point, because he did seem pretty peeved and already declared us to be sort of traitors. So he might just get the king to destroy the town and our families anyway. No matter what.
That would be extreme for anyone.
For, if I may, he does kind of have a hate for me, so I might have pissed him off a little.
Oh, so
Just
you
me
think
being
that
around
if we
might
said
have-
that we like slapped your face a little bit, that he would be a little bit more nice?
I mean, I don't... Sure, but I'm not saying you should go with him at all. Going with him would be the stupid decision.
You're a little bit biased, but
Sure.
I appreciate your honesty.
I'm starting to think the same.
Yeah, well.
Between the choices, I would rather just disappear into the woods.
Although we should probably still say we were kidnapped by pirates.
I mean, I'll take credit for it.
Joe, what's an easier story for you?
Looks
You're the
down,
one who's
looks
going to
back
have
to
to
the,
clean up this mess.
looks back to the doors. Notices they're closed and kind of nods at Pete, who probably closed them. Did any of you attack him?
Nope.
Either of them? Any of them?
Well, he...
I took a swing
I
at both.
may have shot him.
Oh no, that's right.
Well,
I was
I-
being nice at first, and then he was not so nice, so I was not so nice in shooting him.
Alright, let's see. Let's see.
Like I said, it was the right role.
Hmm.
You did declare him
I
something.
called him a traitor to the people, yes.
Oh. Well, that probably didn't go well either.
No, it was horrible. It was.
Well,
Aye.
I was
Just
having a moment.
dragging him over to the side.
So I had no idea how long I practiced that.
Oh, come on, Pete. Let me out. Start dragging the people down to the to lay down the tables.
Where
Well,
would you
then
take
it's a
us?
shame our people were stolen by pirates, eh?
Sounds
She-
like...
I'm sorry, you go.
No, go.
She's just saying, sounds like the best option. But she doesn't sound the most confident.
Mm-hmm. So, and Joseph here, he kind of turns back and looks to the lady and is like, ain't that right? She looks utterly unconvinced and nervous. That is this lady here. And she frowns like, King will have all our heads. This town will be ruined.
It will be, if you snitch.
If you don't tell them where you've gone.
If you tell them anything, really.
My lady,
She looks up.
of all the time I've been here, I have guarded your walls. I've made a home, I've grown crops, I've grown children. Would I ever watch this place burn?
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
That was pretty convincing, not gonna lie.
think you're helping
helping.
Oh!
Oh,
Let's go!
I love that these rolls are coming in clutch when it matters. It's great. Okay, so she nods slowly. She seems to kind of like, as the gears turn in her head. I know you wouldn't. She, touches her forehead. I just need to think of our people.
I know. The only thing I can think of that this goes awry are those who are now on the table. And I doubt he will be silent.
Oh. Yeah, they're probably just gonna go straight to threatening, aren't they?
The guards, we can't be so sure.
Our men will keep their mouths shut.
I meant the King's men. They can threaten in a lot of ways. I've seen it happen before. Increasing in taxes, taking greater crops out, making sure the city starves out until someone speaks up. But that's
Not
only
if
if
they're
they
looking for
actually
you.
think we're
Not if they're
lying.
too busy looking for you.
Maybe. So
That's
you're
the
suggesting that we deliberately leave a paper trail for them to follow?
Could work.
Could take him.
With us?
She. Wait. The redhead peeps. Wait, you trying to take him with you?
Surely the concept of ransom is not alien to piracy.
Well, no, it just surprises me. You don't seem the type.
I'm not.
And
Whatever the case, and
But
the
it
lady.
settles my mind better than killing him. Or leaving him here to burn the people.
You kind of got a point there.
plus, maybe we can learn a thing or two from him. Maybe
He
slips up with what he says.
That man, and the redhead pops up. That man's a dangerous individual. You might have been able to hit him down, but he's not going to give you the option next time.
Aye. Which is why I took this from him. I'm gonna put his pan flute on the table in front of me. He liked playing the ditty before each of his tricks.
But that's not the only way you can do magic. For the record.
Wait, really?
Good to know.
Aye. So done with lots of things.
Like?
Staves, wands, all that kind of things.
So we can't let him touch a stick.
It has to be a special stick.
A special. what
Like a
indicates
magic
it as?
stick. Like a magic thing. I don't know how you
What
make
does
the
a magic
things.
thing look like?
What's a magic
It's glowy.
stick?
It looks glowy and like has
Glow-
like things on it that makes it glow.
So you're saying that
I'm gonna
it'll
start
be
looking at the
obvious.
pan flute. Is it glowing?
It is not glowing. His kind of different. I told you, magic manifests in a bunch of ways.
Oh, right. What kind of ways can they manifest exactly, and how?
She kind of pulls a hand and through it, or runs a hand through her hair. Well, seeing someone electrify a fellow with a lute. Seen someone cast a fireball onto a person, bloom sky high thing. Let's see. Saw someone. There's some people that can just heal people of grievous wounds out of nowhere.
Well, that
I've
sounds
seen
nice.
a person turn into a cat before. That was a thing. That
What?
was not something I was expecting.
What?
Aye.
So we have to be suspicious of cats now?
Not every
And
cat.
instruments. Not only a
every
cat.
instrument.
What other things?
It's relatively rare, right? Not everyone you meet is gonna have magic. I don't think.
Well,
I don't know, maybe you're different.
but they're probably gonna send people with magic, is what I mean.
Oh yeah, definitely. More of him. More of his lot.
So you're saying the best way that we have to predict him is by keeping him?
Well,
The captain does not seem comfortable with us taking him.
Mm.
Too dangerous to hold.
let's put it this way. And she points at him. That man wasn't. If it were me, I'd kill him. But he's not my mark to make. He's not my pound of flesh to take.
The thought had crossed my mind. Yes.
I want to point out he's one of us. Whether we admit it or not, he said that he was brought to the capital too. Rather that he was.
Aye.
He might
That was a
just be
long
another
time ago.
victim.
Aye, but
He might just need an out.
Or a chance.
he's been there for years. He's been given his chance. And you see actual anger kind of flash over her face.
You gave him a chance, didn't you?
I didn't. I thought he should be dead the second I saw him. But
But
That's not
now
mine.
he's at our mercy.
aye. I promised I wouldn't kill him. But you're not me, are you?
Certainly not.
This point the lady pipes up and she's whatever you do, if you are leaving without him or with him or however, you're going on the run. You're going to, what is going to happen to your kin?
I think that mine should leave, which is probably going to be hard for you lot.
We'll manage. And the,
Sounds like that money you won will be very helpful for them in the coming weeks.
Likely. It's also kind of possible that we might need at least a little. They should probably keep most of it. Not gonna
That's
lie.
up to you.
But we could probably make do with 25. Wait, that's half. I'm not a math person. 10, 15 gold?
Blast it. My lady,
it's 25. 25 is half.
No, I'm saying that we shouldn't have half. They should have more than half.
Ah.
Maybe.
Right.
We'll see what they say when we get there.
my lady, if I may. How much would you give me if I sold you my house right now?
Oh my gosh, you are so smart.
I have property here.
Excuse me as I bring out my book. Don't remember how what the costs are. Give me a second.
You are
Take
so
time.
smarty,
Oh
though.
my god.
Guy's a smart man.
He owns property.
You guys remember property. This is a smart
He doesn't
man.
need it.
It's expensive. I know what a house costs. Let me look.
I'm not
It
sure. if
is.
it's
I can
listed.
Google it for you right now. It is listed. Everything
is?
everything
Yeah.
is listed. You can. There
Yeah,
is
a house
prices
is
for
listed.
ships.
Yeah, a house is listed. No, I just don't know what the price is.
Hang on. I got you. I'm googling right now.
Okay. As I look through my papers. My papers.
Price of a house.
So 50 gold is nothing in comparison to that.
Well, that depends on the house.
Oh, I guess that's true.
You guys are in a small town.
Lifestyle expenses can provide you a simple way of account for accommodation and living, your accommodations.
Oh. Well.
Here we are.
Lavish mansion. Oh, yeah.
A single-story wooden house is with about 3 rooms is 1,000 gold.
It's shiny.
A 2-story house is 1,500 gold.
I'm gonna assume because you had a family. This is a lower.
This is
house,
also
though.
a small town.
It's also a small town, though. So I'm gonna say we're gonna go low end, or we're probably gonna go to the 1,000.
It's fine with me.
Yeah. So she'll offer. She'll just like she'll.
All the furnishings. It's dusty, and I've done my best to patch the holes in the roof.
And she'll offer the
Yes.
1,000. Yeah. I can
And,
offer that much.
I'll toss in my furniture free of charge.
As for, and at this point, the redhead kind of perks up again. If you're looking for a place for your family to lie low, look specifically to Clover. I do know a bit of a few islands that are always quiet about bringing in new people.
An island?
Aye, in the Asari chain.
Will they need farmers?
Always do. Might not be the stuff that they're used to gathering, but
Oh, I'm sure they'll manage. They're pretty smart.
Hmm.
That sounds like a good idea. Probably in that same
She's-
vein, we could probably sell our farm.
She pauses.
Do I actually? That's a sister question. I don't know if I actually own my land or not. Or we do.
I know generally farms are not owned; they're just like kind of rented.
Typically, that's the Baron will own
Yeah.
the farmland itself.
So technically, the lady would own your land, and you just
Yeah.
work it.
She kicks her legs and gets all sad.
And
Nice.
sorry, good.
Be best for them to charter their own voyage. Be on a separate ship from us.
Well, that depends on what ship you're going out on.
If we're
You
taking
come
a
with
ship
me, or
at
you
all.
going on another ship?
Probably a different ship? Because I don't want my. If, hypothetically, you get caught by them,
Aye.
it would be better for my family if I wasn't with them.
Aye, then it's just a bunch of bunnies. No offense.
No offense at all. It's actually one of the only reasons why we were able to actually survive this long.
I can tell you this much: as soon as I'm on the seas, it's not the king that I'll have to worry about. I can get him there. Yeah, my word on that. I'll even tell you the island I'm taking him to.
That'd be nice. But maybe not say it out loud just in case they actually are awake.
Aye.
Just like point to it on a map.
And trust me, King's men ain't going there. Not if the Navy has anything to do with them. Say to them about that.
Oh, I see.
Outside of their jurisdiction.
They're not
Aye.
gonna be like treated bad there, right?
They'll probably be treated as bad as anyone else is, but it's about the same as here.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
making. I don't want to assume that you're a bad person, but I've heard stories of people going through similar things and they end up as slaves.
She kind of, she like tilts her head, kind of like, yeah, like she's kind of understanding about it.
Which is why I hope the captain knows a good friend to drop them off to.
Wait, what?
You said you're going to be transporting them? No?
Aye. Well, if I'm transporting them, and you don't want to be alone or together with me, then I'm sorry, but I don't exactly have my armada here.
A mother.
Aye. I don't have an armada ready to sail out of here.
My apologies, Admiral.
Aye. They kind of puff up their chest a bit and tilt the hat they don't necessarily have. So that's you. Alright. So what is the plan then? You guys gonna wander off on your own?
We need to make sense of what this means for us.
Well, we don't exactly have a destination in mind, unless someone else knows where we can find people who use magic sticks and pan flutes.
Aye.
She tilts her head a bit. Alright. I know of a place. Might help you out. You don't want to listen to me. There's a set of ruins outside of a town a bit north of here. North? A map. It's it's north of here. So no, it's gonna be a bit of a trip. It's along the coast. And I'm sure you can make distance from your any would-be pursuers.
So the plan sounds like we are disappearing.
Hmm.
Objections?
No.
None here.
I'm gonna bring it up like one more time. Are we sure we don't want to bring him though?
Well, if it's just us three, I don't know necessarily how well that's going to go.
Oh, true. We might get overpowered.
Yes, as strong as Korstag is here, I'm not confident enough in being physical with someone. I'm more the far away kind of person. And if like she said is true, which I definitely believe, it's unbelievable, but believable, you could potentially do something with whatever object, I guess. I don't know.
He particularly would probably need to use, for most of his stuff, would probably need to use a musical item of some sort.
Hmm.
His type, anyway. And then I don't know exactly what everything he can do, right?
Well, may as well ask.
Hmm.
Would you like this? Raises the flute again. Would you like this as a souvenir of your victory over him?
She grins and she holds her hand out for it.
I'll toss it over.
Grab it.
It's
She kind of
enough
looks
use
over,
for me.
nods.
It's probably gonna be good bait. Like you could probably leave a letter or something mocking him.
Hmm.
No. He knows enough. Like I said, he's not my fight.
All right.
Anyway, so how are we doing this then? I'm taking Bunny, your family out. She looks to Korstag. What about you? Any loose ends here?
My family moved away many years ago. I will get what I need. The journey for my home. My lady, if you could prepare my travel funds.
She nods.
And probably
Oh.
don't have it on the record, just saying.
Yes. Yes. When she frowns, we won't, says that we won't tell them about your family, of course. They don't need to know.
My daughter has been scorning my name for a great many years. She will have little reason to defend me.
And
My
then-
son, I don't even know where he is. So I doubt they do.
Hmm.
She nods. And Captain looks to Pietro. What about you? Any loose ends?
My loose ends aren't here, and you know where the rest of them are at this point.
Maybe at some point, maybe when you get big and strong, we can help fix those loose ends, huh?
I'd like that. But for now, let's get everyone out of here and away. I suppose if we're going along the coastline, I can talk to some people at the docks. I tend to know how to navigate and can even try to get us there myself if we have the right vessel, but might need some assistance.
A good charter a crew.
Well, you're the one with the money, so you want to pay for a crew?
We'll see
make sure.
We'll see what it calls for. When we get there.
Are you
All
one
right.
of us, lady?
Sorry?
Are you one of us?
This is the redhead. You're asking the
Mhm.
redhead? She shrugs. I mean, eh, in a way.
So, yes.
In a way. She looks. She kind of smirks a little bit. Like not necessarily at you. We just kind of just start walking over. At this point, this guy is unconscious, but he's bandaged up. And she's, of course, stopped by the guard.
Good man, Joe.
What are you... What are you doing? I'm just taking something from him so he doesn't find any more of us, eh? Is that a big problem? Is that a problem?
What would that be exactly?
His fancy stick.
Yeah, the fancy stick too? Wait, so we have
The
a
one-
visual reference.
The glowing stone.
Oh, that thing.
Aye, that one.
Is it like unique? Or do they have like a lot?
He probably has another one at somewhere, but he won't have it for his way here. For
She-
his way looking for you.
She's gonna try and take the scepter.
And actually, Joseph's going to is gonna like put a hand out and stop you.
No?
No. No. I'm not having you or words. I'm not having you rob someone. Not someone under my watch, even if they're the Kingsmen or not.
Okay. I promise I'm not robbing him.
What you doing?
I'm testing it.
Tilts his head.
She
Not
just
jealous,
reaches
it's
for
just-
the scepter.
Persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not gonna be good at this. Or I'm okay at this.
You guys are getting decent rolls for now. I look forward to seeing what this looks like during combat. Anyway. Look, as long as you fix the skill checks, you don't need to get to combat, right?
Yes.
Exactly. That's why charisma's the best stat.
Yeah, it is.
Only people let you nick charisma
That
check.
and
Anyway,
dexterity.
dexterity is pretty good too.
Dexterity's pretty
Rogues,
good.
my dude. Rogues. Anyway,
Charisma rogues.
God, rogues are great. He's going to obviously he's gonna hesitate, but no, he'll let you get your hand on it.
She will point it back at herself.
It doesn't do anything.
Huh. You think it's broken? Or maybe he has to do it.
She pulled her hand out for it.
He or she?
She.
She hands it over.
She kind of
Doing a
twirls it in her hand.
demonstration?
She kind of twirls it in her hand, and she kind of examines it for a little bit before just kind of making a kind of frowny face and kind of whirling around a little bit. And she points it towards you, to Clover, and it glows. And she
Aha.
points it away, and it stops. points towards you. Close.
Aha.
That's the way to stops.
Haha, I gotcha. That means you're one of us.
Me.
Yep. Because I just proved that you can't do it unless you know what you're doing with it. And the only people who know what they're doing with it are the people who can do that magically do. So, thanks.
She rolls her eyes and hands it, and actually, does she want to do that? You know what? No, she doesn't. She thinks better of it. She looks like she's about to hand it to the captain, or she tries to pull it back, before she decides to pull it back.
What did he just say?
She's the one that gave it to me.
Pah.
I just said I was borrowing it. You should probably give it back, though. Look, you're standing right next to the captain.
She looks to him, down at him, actually. And kind of seems to weigh her options, like, actually? Or she frowns, or she, like, sighs and hands it back. Just
You could. Okay, so
Oh, no.
so
What have you done?
hypothetically,
okay.
if the
Mhm.
captain is all right with it, you could like break it.
I don't think you want to. Well, see, breaking
Is it-
magic items are a little bit
Is it gonna explode?
unrecommended. Unrecommended. Sometimes, sometimes
Wait, what happens?
shit explodes.
Oh,
I don't feel like carrying a firebomb.
I mean,
Okay.
what I mean is, it's not going to explode unless you try to break it.
Hmm.
Aye.
I think we're overcomplicating this.
possibly. Anyway, so they're probably gonna wake up soon,
Hmm.
and we're not bringing him, is what the group consensus is.
No one has confidence in properly keeping him prisoner.
Hmm.
So it is either we kill him for doing his job, or we let him go.
As you guys are doing this, Captain over here is kind of like swinging the scepter around.
So it's okay if he doesn't, huh?
No,
Perks of the job.
not the captain. Sorry, not the captain of the guard. The redhead. Sorry, redhead.
Okay.
She's like kind of swirling it around a little bit. Before actually he seemed so she's specifically like rolling it around above him, and finally he just gets upset and just grabs it from her hand. Just she lets it go.
Myself, I am more akin to mercy.
I'm not super fond of killing nobody.
It would be a lot harder to explain.
I mean, not just from that side of things, which is perfectly valid. It's just, especially because from what this is seeming like here, it seems like it's like a long sorta, it's always been this way kind of thing. Forced action
So what
upon
it sounds
forced
like
action upon
then-
forced action.
What it sounds like then is we have very little time to work. The
Yep.
moment he rouses, we're out of time.
Yep. So you better get your family to the docks. Quick.
Aye.
We'll meet you there. We'll go out our way. And they start walking out. And give me a perception check.
You
Anyone who's paying attention to the
take something.
She was actually about to say something.
Oh, go ahead.
She
Go ahead. Say
was.
something. Say
She
something.
was going. So the reason why that's important is because
Mhm.
that means that she would have been looking at her direction. I'll make the
Okay,
perception check, but I'm also gonna say,
Wait a minute.
Uh,
You can't just go walking around, or else people are gonna know that something's up.
mm,
The story won't be straight, you know.
everyone's having fun at the festival.
oh, whoops, I rolled persuasion instead of perception. Add a +5 to that, so that'd be a 21.
Let the people think what they
You're
want
trying
to
to go
think.
persuasion? Wait, what?
No. I meant to do perception, but I clicked persuasion.
So wait.
So I would have a +5 instead of a +0 there. I can
Okay.
just click reroll, but that's fine.
Wait, I thought. No, I asked I asked perception.
Yeah, I know, but I clicked persuasion on accident.
I
You,
didn't.
you have a
It,
perception.
it
roll there.
rolled perception.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm scrolled up.
It reads
I was
perception, my
scrolled
darling.
up right where I said persuade. Oh my god! Anyone watching the stream will. Everyone's telling me to scroll down. Fuck. Don't worry about it.
You
This is
tried,
why-
chat.
This is why we look at our chat sometimes.
In chat, we trust.
And
You
sometimes
trust your
they're
chat?
dicks. Okay, anyway, sorry. Okay. So, wait, okay. So, tell me, you're looking at her right now,
Yes.
Bunny?
She specifically was talking to her while she was looking at her. Yeah. It's eye contact,
she
polite,
kind
and
of
all
like.
that.
Okay. So she says that she's gonna like they're about to like basically walk out. That she was or oh, none of you saw that. Okay. She says essentially that she's going to well that's like the party's still going on. People are too drunk right now, they won't remember a thing. By now they've gotten a few drinks in them. But you're not wrong. And she turns on and kind of leads the other guys to, or kind of directs the other guys to go upstairs instead. We'll meet you at the docks. Don't worry about it. We'll keep it. And
Okay.
you, bunny girl. As she was originally over here in the by the window,
Mhm.
you saw her lifting up her sleeve, and something. You got a glimpse of something like a tattoo on her arm. But it looked kind of glittery almost before she put it back down.
Okay,
Put her
so I
sleeve
got an
down and then they
awkward
walked
angle,
away.
so I probably only just got like little bits of color and detail
Mhm.
as opposed to. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you see like a tattoo.
She was signing somebody. There's other people outside.
Hmm. And
Right.
they are gonna go if you don't interrupt.
I will go get my things then.
It's
He'll
best you
finish off that mug and get up.
You might want to cover your head too.
What do I have to fear from this
People's very bad job at keeping a secret.
Yeah, and he's going to take the helmet off of this guy,
Ah,
and he's gonna give it to you and toss it to you
Nobody will
Kristag.
suspect a thing.
for now.
for now.
Pete, Gerald. And he says to the other guards, "These men to the medical bay. They've been attacked, and they will start grabbing these people.
Is there any
If
flour?
you want to be conspicuous, you want to go their way with them."
I'll meet the rest of you at the dock.
Okay.
I'll try not to take too long, but I'll be maybe an hour.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be moving there all quick like, cause I don't want to be kidnapped off the streets.
You could follow me if you want.
Probably smart, but first I'm gonna look for some flour here.
She's looking around for flour.
At a bar, probably not.
Are there any other kinds of powders?
Oh, what did I do? Wait, hold on. What am I doing? Oh, sorry. I meant I pressed a button. I shouldn't have. Anyway, you said you're looking for powders.
Yeah.
You can find like,
Even if it's like tobacco.
you mean tobacco?
I don't know how to pronounce things, okay?
It's fine. It's Buddy. The Buddy pronouncing it that way.
Yeah, it's totally the bunny.
A tobacco. Anyway, such a debacle. Wackily, tobaccally. Okay. Actually, it's kind of the tavern, so maybe it would have like snacks or something. Yeah, I guess you could find flour. Well, it'd be in like one of the kitchen, but yeah, it'd be like one of the cupboards, but you can find flour actually.
Okay, so I find flour.
Yeah.
I take out the bag of flour.
Mm-hmm.
I cut open the bag of flour.
Mm-hmm.
I set like 6 coppers on the counter as I take the flour and cover myself in it from head to toe. I am a white
Are
bunny.
you trying to make yourself a snow bunny?
Look, people don't ever really look close to us. They only just identify us by colors. Oh, and I should probably take this out.
She takes out the clover and puts it in her pocket. She is an entirely different person.
Ah, yes, of course. You know what? Hold on. Don't you have a disguise kit?
No.
No, you're not the one with the disguise kit. Okay.
So it would just be a flat deception check.
Yeah, deception check. Give me it.
Oh god, I'm gonna suck.
It's gonna be funny.
I'm gonna look so bad.
I want to see.
Anyone
I
who-
want to see.
Anyone who touches you is going to get flour on them.
That's not bad. Admittedly, that's not bad.
It's not
Okay. So. Yeah, no, you've made yourself a little white bunny. If anyone is
Amazing.
looking at her, she is a little bunny covered in flour.
Nobody sneeze, especially me.
All right,
Just get here quick. Oh yeah.
come along then.
It's
And
actually
the
a
guard,
thing,
captain of
though.
the guard. Okay.
Oh, she's just gonna like casual lore drop. Go on though.
Oh, gonna look to the captain of the guard. Is gonna look to Corstag's like,
Hmm.
going straight to the dock from here. From there.
Home, pack a bag, then to the dock.
He nods.
And, plus whatever this little lady needs.
I gotta go to my home, tell my family that they gotta pack up everything and leave, where they gotta go, and then I'm on my way. If you forget their
nods.
names, it's a very easy thing. We just always carry what we are named after in our mouths. We know that the civilians will never remember anyway, otherwise. Clover, by the way.
Captain of the guard nods, and he extends a hand to Korstag. It was a pleasure. Wish you luck.
Unto you, old friend.
And he'll clasp hands with you if you let him.
Oh, he absolutely is. He's going to reach,
Brother!
grab at the wrist and
Yeah!
forward bump.
Yeah!
I
Alright.
am not going to have time to write a letter.
Do you want me to tell him anything? Your family, I mean.
My grandson, Arth. Tell him I'm making one more story for him.
He nods heartily. I'll do.
Thank you, Joe.
And in Dwarven, he says, travel safely, friend.
In Dwarven, he will respond.
And he'll let go, and he'll start grabbing this poor gentleman, lifting him with odd ease. They will.
You say odd. He's a dwarf.
He's a sturdy little dwarf, ain't he? There.
Right. Korstag's going to walk home.
She
Okay.
points back.
You should probably disguise yourself, by the way.
And she's gonna go.
That's really hard to do.
There's powder over there!
I suppose
Ow.
you could try whatever they were, and she
Perhaps make
to the,
yourself look like a seagull.
pirates.
Alright. Fine.
The lady kind of looks to you. It's like, I mean, you could try to do whatever they were. She points upstairs.
Yeah, it's probably better. I don't want to get my feathers all.
He has decided that
Captain.
flower is cringe.
Captain, I need to get out of here, and I can't. I don't want to be covered in flour. Help!
I like they're already like halfway out the window.
I did actually.
It's like fucking steamed hams all over again.
Hold on, do I have my reveal? I do have my reveal areas. So we go up here. Just for the fuck of it. I made it, so I'm gonna use it.
Oh my god.
So they were like there, and then they were like, oh no, turn corners.
I like to think that they ended up just like dropping the unconscious guy by accident. It's like, oh fuck.
No. No, you see, Pietro, what you see is these lovely gentlemen. One of them, the big merfolk Bartholomew, has this lovely the other unconscious gentleman just slung over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes. And they're about to climb out of this window, but the problem is it is a 2-story window. So you don't know. So they you know things.
What was the plan here? There's obviously a staircase up.
But we don't need stairs. And it's like, do you trust me, mate?
Yes, I trust you.
Good to know. She pats him on the back, and she's gonna go to the front, and she's gonna glance around, and we'll get back to you guys here in a minute. But she's gonna glance around, like kind of like she's looking to see if anyone's watching, and she's going to she kind of lifts. Actually, give me a perception check, sweetie. Pietro.
Oh boy.
I'm just grinning from ear to ear. Rather
Why
ear
is
to
that?
ear right now.
Why is that?
I think I know what's gonna happen.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Maybe.
Ooh, that's a good perception check. Okay, so she lifts her arm, or her. You see her lift her shirt, the sleeve of her left shirt, or left arm. Words, yes, her left shirt. And you see on her arm there is a tattoo. And it is a tattoo of a bird. But what looks different on this one is it is colored. You don't see colored tattoos. You've seen tattoos. Obviously, you've been a sailor for a while. You know people have tattoos. But this one looks blue. And that's weird. It's weird to have color on a tattoo. And not only that, it looks almost scaly? No. Like crystal. Almost. And you see a rubber hand hold her hand on it. And kind of as she's looking out the window. And then all of a sudden you hear a flap of wings. And a rope falls down in front of the window as something kind of just sets itself above you, on the roof above you. And she, motions you forward, like, all right, let's go. And they start climbing out the window and up this rope.
He's just gonna look out the window first and up to see where this is coming from.
So you're okay. So you're the last one out, right?
Yes.
You're looking up. And as they clear the rope, you just see rope. You just see rope over the edge. So you climb.
Yeah, he's gonna climb.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh no! This is where the negatives start coming in.
If he gets a 1 right now.
It wasn't bad, but it's pretty bad. Okay, give me a second. Let me make a roll. 1 second.
So you're aware, I have a -1 modifier. The only reason it's got 1 is because of my background.
Pirates, yo.
Alright,
let me do my roll real quick. All right, plus that. What's that? Sad. Okay, you're really. It's fine. Nothing. It's fine. So your boy. You know, he's used to climbing ropes. It's whatever. But for some reason, maybe it's just nerves, maybe his palms or his like feathers are sweaty. He doesn't know. He starts climbing and he miscatches. He starts slipping. And as he's about to fall down, Bartholomew grabs him by the scruff and drags and tugs his ass all the way back up and just plops him on the fucking roof. And what this boy sees, despite the indignified way that he was picked up, he sees the largest bird he has ever seen. On this roof, perched up there, he sees a giant eagle sitting on the roof. And these pirates, or his, the people that he knows, look like they are climbing onto its back.
He's just going to stare at the giant bird for a moment and going to say, "What in the blue blazes?" As his voice just audibly changes because he's so surprised right now.
The captain grins, and she smirks like widely as she's like petting the side of their head, and the eagle looks to you, as well with an intelligent eye, kind of tilts their head at you, and Quinn or rather not Quinn. Well, the pirate looks to you and is like, "He's an old friend, a really old friend. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. You coming?"
Sure. I'll get on.
It should help you on. And if you get on, there's going to be a moment. They kind of, it's a heavy load. They're carrying a lot of people. But this creature, they just jostle a little bit, and without a word, once the captain jumps on or climbs on, this bird shoots directly up into the sky and flies off. And we'll continue in a bit for you. We'll continue back where you guys are. Bunny Girl and Korstag. I'm gonna put you guys here because we're kind of not in the harbor anymore. No. What are they doing?
I pick up a piece of grass.
Yeah?
Wait, no, I leave it on the ground.
Yeah.
I was gonna put it in my mouth, but then I realized I shouldn't use my family's signature thing if I'm trying not to be my family.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
And I'm just gonna hide these people because they don't exist. They're in the water right now. Don't worry about it. Ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys walk out. You guys see, you guys just kind of see like a bunch of people. Some of them look very just unperturbed by the whole situation. Some of them are just drunk as fuck. Because alcohol is flowing like water right now. It's like a sporting event. There are obviously like some people that are kind of crowding around, looking like, what the fuck's going on, like over there, but they've been kind of like shooed away by guards and stuff. Like, go back to the party, enjoy your time, blah blah blah. The guards have seemed to take a more to the left, kind of, or to the right, kind of a route away from the party goers to kind of put stuff away. However, my darling, okay. Bunny girl, or yeah, Bunny girl, give me a actually, yeah, both of you, give me a perception check.
Oh boy,
Okay.
I get to use my ears.
Get to use your ears.
I don't see shit in this helmet.
It probably smells
Oh,
bad.
but Bunny is all seeing.
Okay, I'm your seeing eye bunny.
It's
Bunny
not
girl,
even fitted right. What's this padding?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, of course, you are just trying to be
Grumbling.
able to see in this poor fucking helmet. You're just walking. Meanwhile, Clover, you see your sister glancing around the party and trying to she's looking around. She's kind of looking at the tavern, and you see she hasn't quite spotted you, but she's looking around the tavern, kind of anxiously, trying to look for you, or supposedly you.
I will grab Korstag's hand.
I found someone we gotta talk to.
And she's gonna just pull him while she
Right.
scampers towards her sister.
Mm-hmm.
As she blinks at her 3 times, a sign of distress. And we need to fucking talk right now.
All right. Sorry. She kind of glances. She blinks, but she shakes her head and she walks kind of walks off. And she kind of where was she? I think she was the red girl for now. Yeah, she was the red one. She kind of she kind of looks off in the distance to supposedly where she'd go. And at this point the guards are a little bit less a little bit more calm and stuff, so she's so she's able to kind of walk away from the party and kind of off to the side here.
And I walk away from her, loop around, and I'm gonna go up here.
And she'll confused, but oh well, that's not. Don't make
Isn't
her
it
mad.
more suspicious walking down an alley?
Is it? I've never done
I
this
think
before.
so. No, you should just walk around like nothing's wrong.
Oh,
What's wrong?
Hmm.
What's wrong?
I
My
Wait,
point
are you-
is
wait,
this,
hold
I
on,
immediately
hold on.
found you out.
Hold on a second. Christian, you know, you going southern, right?
I'm going southern, yeah.
All right. Let's try this.
Howdy.
Meowdy. Oh, why aren't you letting me minimize more? Whatever. Clover, is there something going on?
I regret to inform you, and I say this with all of the severity that it entails, that I am a protagonist. Like in the
God damn
stories
it,
that we
Christy.
have.
God. Well, that's it, guys. We're quitting. I'm done.
My
I got
immersion's
too meta
broken.
for me.
It's actually because they have. So,
Yeah,
so
My
I'm
we
immersion's
fine.
broken.
we
I quit.
read these stories,
Sorry.
Every
Anyway, back in.
night. and it's about people with whimsical powers, and fate has a bunch of crazy cuckoo nonsense. Apparently, that's what the glowing orb thing meant.
Okay, so a glowing orb glowed at you. What's that supposed to mean? You got what?
It means we got
Perhaps-
magic, apparently, and that people,
You got magic.
apparently.
Perhaps if your sister is going to be pursued,
Oh,
maybe she should know less.
oh yeah.
No, I think I should know exactly what's going on with my baby sister. What is going on?
Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm a protagonist. People are gonna
said
come
that.
after me, and they might come after you. Rather, they will come after our family because they aren't gonna like that they don't have the protagonist. I guess they're going to be very upset that they're not going to have a shiny diamond, so to speak. Because we're apparently special, and I don't even know in what way. No one's really explaining anything. But
All right, so you're special and shiny and whatever. All right, but why do we need to leave? You said
Because
someone's coming after us? Who's
the
coming
king
after us?
was going to the king's men were going to forcibly take us to the capital where we would possibly never come back. And, some pirates broke in to try and rescue
Pirates?
us. Yeah, it's a bit
To
complicated.
rescue?
Yeah, it's a bit complicated. So, look. The king's men are gonna come after you and I. So, we need to skip out of Dodge. And we're going in different ways.
What? No, we're not. I'm going with myself. We're gonna go together.
I, under any other circumstance, would agree. But the king is going to look for my fluffy face. And if they see my fluffy face, they're going to do the best thing that they know to make sure that make me go with them and be who knows what kind of torturous test subject. Which would be by using you. And the little ones. So just maybe we will find each other one day, but I am apparently too weak to protect you. Or anyone. So we need to just go on a different path for a little while, and then everything will be fine. I've got a ship for us to go on, for you guys to go on. And I will know where you are. And when I'm a little bit stronger, if I'm alive, I will find you. Because I will find you, and I don't want to be anywhere else but with this family. So it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. So you need to take that money that I just won you guys, hold it close, and get the hell out of here.
What about you?
I got some big guys to help me, apparently.
Who? This?
Yeah,
And,
everyone who was stuck in this shit with me, yeah.
Pleasure to meet you.
She bites her lip. She looks to Clover and just pulls her into a hug.
She will squeeze back with all of her strength.
Oh shoot, wait, I'm covered in flour. I'm so sorry.
I don't care. Just hugs her tighter.
Squeezes back.
There's a lady with red hair. You're gonna be going with her, I think. Wasn't that the plan?
A very generous captain
Ah,
is
yes.
wanting to aid you and your family. A friend of one of our compatriots.
And
Yes.
Just leave it at that for now. I'll
where are
have
you
a-
going?
I'll have a good story for us to write down when I find you later.
Pleasure. We not share that.
So I'm just supposed to let you go on your own.
Yeah. It's kind of bullshit. But it's... I can't let anything happen to you guys. So, it's just gotta be what it's gonna be, okay? Don't make this harder than it has to, for me. It's already gonna be hard enough for the little ones to even have to leave, and I don't want them anywhere near all of this. And this is the best shot that you have.
She doesn't let you go, by the way.
Yeah, no, she's still squeezing.
I'm gonna miss you.
We are short on time. I'm
How
sorry.
long do we have?
assume none. Get everything that's essential and go. Keep the book. It's all we got anyway.
Squeezes you tightly again. Where do we need to go?
The docks. Quickly.
She nods and just kind of buries her head in your hair.
We'll have a chance for one more goodbye.
Or your
Once
fur, rather.
everything's together.
And she kisses your very flower-covered hair, or fur rather, on top of your head. Mwah. And she slowly kind of lets you go.
Give him kisses for me.
You gotta say goodbye to him, right?
Um,
You come say goodbye.
I'm hoping I can.
We still have to
gotta
meet
go.
them at the dock. We'll have a chance. But quickly.
And she nods. And she just doesn't move. She does not move. But she releases you.
Oh. You gotta go.
She hesitates, but she turns around and kind of starts vaguely shoving off the flour off her fur, where she hurries back.
Come along. I don't live far from here.
She doesn't say anything as she follows.
All right. Silent.
She has doughy tears in her eyes.
Tears.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah.
This one looks small. How's that?
What do you look? What are you?
House?
Yeah. Just yeah. It's a
Just a
house.
small house.
Sorry. Yeah. House
Okay.
is fine.
This is
I'm just crying. Excuse me.
I know. Take your
It
time.
was good.
It's starting to rain.
God, it's a terrible day for rain. Mm.
Right.
It's a wooden house, stone foundation. It is old. And much like he said before, it looks like there's been attempts to repair immediate problems, but there's clearly a lot more care that's needed to have. He'll walk up to the front door and it just opens. No need for key. Step in, taking off the helmet.
Come on. Should probably get you inside before you're seen.
You got more flour in here?
I think. Kitchen, maybe.
Okay, because my hair got a little messed up.
I have no idea when I needed it last.
Well, if it's expired, that's still fine. Your house is pretty nice, by the way.
Flour expires?
Yeah, it expires. Have you not been changing your flour?
No.
You rock-headed. How are you still alive? Okay, get your affairs in order. I'm gonna powder my hair.
Yes, of course.
He'll mosey on towards the back of the house. You hear a door opening and some drawers open and close. A little bit of mumbling to himself.
She lets him have his time.
He does have his time.
Yeah.
You do find the flour bag. However, you open it up, and it's been there a while, and there are little creepy crawlies growing on in there.
This is why you keep everything in glass.
She debates it.
Ah! Sorry, continue.
Are bugs worth it?
No. No, I think it's fine.
She puts it on the counter again.
Commitment, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, you are a very fluffy white bunny again.
Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lice-covered.
You do every once in a while, though, feel a little something in your hair.
So-
Scriggling. Yes.
For the period of about 10 minutes,
Hmm.
you're going to hear the sounds of metal clattering.
Okay, that's gonna get her attention, and she's gonna walk over. She's not gonna enter the room, but she
Mhm.
will speak in.
You need some help in there?
Up to you.
What?
Up to you.
Okay, so that is usually a sign that you want some help.
And she steps in.
It's only me living here now.
Look, I didn't know if you needed-
Inside is a master bedroom, or the only bedroom now. Large bed, looks like it was intended for 2 persons. Dresser in a corner, it's collected in dust. And on the opposite corner of the room, you'll find Korstag standing in front of a stand, which has a full suit of plate, which seems to be almost as old as he. Patches of it have grown brown. There's clear signs of cracks and use. And he's going over it, and right now you see him trying to put on trying to tie down straps around his legs. Seems he's gotten to about up to his waist in this now.
Okay, there's no way in heck that you're gonna get your back.
So she's just gonna walk over.
It goes
I'm
on
under
from
the
the
bed.
sides, actually.
Oh,
It's not that bad.
well, I'm gonna help you anyway.
And she's gonna help him tie it up.
I should have bought more oil for this.
Well, you can make oil out of a lot of things.
I just kept forgetting to buy it.
Well, you might have to make some of your own now. For a
Hey,
bit, anyway. I know how.
Get another clasp on and start putting on padding over his chest and pull another piece off, the chest piece now, and straddles that over and starts working on that. He'll continue going through the process for the next few minutes.
You, got anything else you want to take with you? Mementos? Memories?
He'll look back towards his bag.
I have what I need, but shouldn't take too much. Where's Todd? Probably
Or a couple things.
pans, a pot out of the kitchen, maybe.
Oh, I already got the cooking stuff. I always do.
More for the new tenant then. Whatever they decide to keep.
Mm.
And I don't think she would not have had anything in your size.
Oh.
She will tilt her head back for a moment.
What was her stuff?
He'll, assuming he's sitting on the bed facing his corner, he'll thumb over his shoulder towards the dusty dresser in the other side of the room.
She will leave him be for a moment and walk over to the dresser, briefly glance over at him as though quietly asking for permission.
He'll shrug it off.
She will open it.
Clothes, basic self-care items, a comb, actually considering it'd probably be a rather large brush, actually. At least very large for your hands. The clothes would be actually quite big. Looks like even larger than what Korstag would be able to fit.
So she will take the brush. Is there
They're
anything...
definitely...
Go on.
The clothes definitely seem like they're meant for more working class. There's nothing really special in here except maybe one dress that they may have splurged in, but...
Is there, like, any special...
Mementos?
Like, is there, like, a necklace? Is there any pictures? Anything that even, like, looks like toys?
In a poor town, probably no portraits that you can find there. Toys would not be kept in this room, if there's any. This definitely just seems to be what her, assuming what someone's routine would be first thing in the morning. There'd actually probably be she wouldn't care about that. Yeah, you find a hairbrush and a large toothbrush, if anything. Very basic self-care items and clothing.
She will take both of those objects, and she is going to walk towards the door, glance back at him.
I'm gonna look around for anything that you might have missed.
Of course, I'll finish up here.
She will nod and she will scamper off. So she's gonna look for anything that looks handmade, anything that looks particularly unique. So like anything like handmade pottery, carved wooden blocks.
I'm thinking. Because I don't want to be like, yes, you find like a 2,000 gold arrow.
Oh, no.
I'm
No,
not
yeah.
going to do that.
If anything
trying to
that's
keep it
homemade, it would be...
Yes, keep it very villager level.
Yeah, if it's anything homemade, then it looks like something could have kind of made, like, maybe, like, I don't know, he whittled a
I'll keep it.
bowl or
I'll keep it
something.
village level. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The house, honestly, from the sounds of Clover, there isn't very much of a gap in their quality of living. Wooden chairs, stools, a single table. There's only maybe 3 or 4 rooms in the house itself: kitchen, living space, bedroom, and one more smaller room, which doesn't seem to have a clear use other than maybe storage.
Yeah, she's going in that storage room.
That
She's going
room
in
you
the
will
storage room?
find. Yeah, that room you will find a plethora of things. It's disorganized. The
Yeah, she's
further back,
especially
the further
looking in there.
you go, the further in you go, the higher a chance that you will find clothes that seem to be closer to Clover's size.
She is ignoring the clothes for the most part. She is looking for things that
say-
seem to be...
She would find a straw doll.
Okay, that's a yoink.
That wouldn't take. I'm like going through his life right now.
Yep. I mean, that's literally what's happening here, is that you are bringing with you...
There would be wicker baskets. What?
She will use the wicker basket.
Couple
to put other
of-
things in it.
Couple of boxes, which would just have just assorted other things, nondescript, dishes,
cooking utensils, that kind of
cooking
stuff,
utensils, that one thing that he always intended to fix but never did.
Yeah.
There's a lot
That
of those.
chair-
There's a lot of
chair
those
with like a broken
things.
third,
This,
like
yeah,
or
this
third-
is like.
yeah.
Actually, that'd probably be a lot of those things that he like intended to get fixed, but just never got around to.
Is there anything that looks like a child-sized cup?
Child size?
Or even just like a cup that has like a chip in it? Like a little bit of personality. Something that separates it from the rest, even if it means that it looks shittier, technically.
Not in this room.
Not in this room. Okay. Well, after yoinking that straw doll, she will leave.
He'll
And
probably
she will
sneeze
start-
from the dust.
Oh no! And the flower
Constitution
goes
save?
Roll me a
everywhere!
con save. Roll me a con
Okay,
save.
It
alright,
is-
I'll do a con save to determine.
It's funny. Well, because it's funny. 10. You sneeze. You feel some flour leave ya, but you don't feel it's fine. It's fine. You're still sufficiently fluffy and white.
Okay,
But oh boy,
that could have been bad.
that could have been bad.
I'm gonna go look for. I'm gonna start looking through his cupboards for
So
specific
towards the
dishware.
kitchen then.
Yeah, so she would be going into the kitchen looking through for specific dishware.
There is an array of pots and wooden plates, wooden spoons. And then in one cupboard, she would have to climb to get to it because
Yeah,
it'd be
she
one
is.
of the top ones.
Just hear a little
Um,
scurrying.
Standing on the counter, opening one cupboard, there would be the bottom shelf would be clear, save for 4 carved cups.
Yeah, those are being taken.
Each of them would seem to have their own clearly do-it-yourself carving in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to assume, but could you read me your languages, please?
I know Sylvan, Common, Halfling so far.
Okay, you do not understand the carvings.
Yeah. But that just means it's probably extra special, so I put it in the basket. Is there anything like a blanket?
There would be a quilt slung over a chair in the living room.
She will take it, fold it, put it on top of the basket. And that's probably the most that she could carry, honestly.
Yeah, at this point she is getting to capacity.
Yeah.
With
So
that
she's gonna
basket.
just
Yeah.
carry that basket as though it was covered in a bunch of baked goods and waddle back into the room.
By this point, he's probably standing, doing one more strap, slings his bag over his back and both arms in, clasps that. And he will reach up towards, or no, not up towards, it would be down into the corner where the stand was. He will pick up 3 more items. A rectangular shield. The front of it has several chips and seems to, whatever design on there was worn down, save for some green paint, which has survived the years, scattered across. and a pair of hand axes, which he slings onto one side of his belt.
Right. Should be good. I have my sleeping bag. I have food I can get later. And forage if we have to.
I can help you with that. I foraged all the raspberries for my raspberry pie.
Good to know. Alright.
I would take one more look around to make sure you got everything that you want with you. You're probably never going to see anything here again.
He's kind of like he's going kind of looking back and forth. He's not like actually looking at anything. He seems to be doubling back his memory. Takes off the backpack, puts it down, opens it up, fiddles through, pulls out a piece of paper again, unfolds it, folds it up, nods, puts it back in somewhere. Backpack closes back over his shoulder.
I have what I need.
All right. We should get hustling.
Sorry to make you wait.
No, it's okay. I wish I had... Well, my sister's probably doing the same thing back home, so... You definitely deserve that time.
Docks now, yes? Or do we...
Docks now, as far as I'm aware.
Right.
You,
I'll start walking through the living room towards the front.
You need a hug?
Now is not the time.
So it's
Still
a hug
working.
later situation.
Let us make sure that everything... that we have everything. Your family's first.
They're crafty. They'll be okay, I think. But
He'll snap his fingers and he'll run over to the kitchen and he'll refill a water skin and then come back.
All right, now I'm good. Now.
You got any drinks that you had left over that you were thinking of saving for a special day?
None of them survived to the special day.
Gotcha. And we should get going then.
Yeah.
He'll get out.
She'll waddle on after with her big
Find
basket.
something. Find something you needed.
I found something that'll be useful later.
All right. Try not to weigh yourself down.
Oh no, it'll be fine. It's only gonna be a small trip when you really think about it. And then later it'll be easier to carry things, I imagine.
Right.
Once she's out the door, he'll close the door. And this is when he'll really slow down.
She'll stop and watch him.
Pull out he'll reach for his side and seem to have trouble finding something. Kneel down, check under the mat. Walk a little bit forward and go to the mailbox at the bottom of it. Dig at the dirt and finally come back with an iron key. And he'll put it in the door and then lock it.
I have to make sure the lady gets this. She should be meeting us there.
Ideally.
Not here. I can't remember. It's fine. Let's be off. Come on.
She will hop on after.
Towards the docks they go.
Okay.
Har, har, har.
We're gonna leave you guys for that for the moment. At this point, we can have a little break if you guys want to. If you guys want, we can continue. It's up to you. You guys want to take a minute break before we continue on?
I'll just step away, just use the washroom for a minute, but otherwise I'm fine.
Actually, no, wait. Actually, no, this is fine because you guys are gonna take a second. So go ahead, you two, go ahead and use the restroom or something while I deal
I'm
with well, not
good.
deal with Skull. But
I'm
do the Skull
absorbing
thing.
the law.
Okay. All right. Hello, Skull, darling.
Hello.
So you're on Pietro's wild ride. You were just flown up on the back of a giant eagle, and it wasn't a very long flight, admittedly. And it was surprisingly quiet. And you are gonna find yourself. Let me just sitting. At this point, you kind of looked. Are you looking down? What are you doing? How is Bird Boy reacting to this sudden trip? It's an adventure.
He is holding on to whoever he can. You know, Kenku's always dream of flying one day. Man, it's really scary flying.
Yeah. So yeah, you're kind of just holding on for dear life. The flight isn't long, but I imagine to him it's probably the longest, like 2 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever that he's ever lived through. Because they just kind of hop from one roof kind of onto this next dock roof, and kind of like, if it's possible, they kind of like if he's paying attention, it's almost like the great eagle is just, or giant eagle is just sneaking, right? It's just like really quiet looking around. And you see that the docks are pretty empty, probably because most of the sailors are enjoying the festivities. So eventually, so at this point, finding a little safe place to land, the eagle lands down or touches down around here, and just kind of like leans over to let you guys down. To which then shoots off into the air again to be out of sight. The captain grins, she's like, yeah, get used to it. And she taps it, just slaps him on the back, claps him on the back, and starts making her way to one of the boats here. And these are not ships, these are actual, they're boats, or smaller boats, vessels. Looks like what you imagine, and what mostly happens on these bigger ships is this is a relatively small town with a relatively small dock. So most people will just put in their smaller, just basically bring in their dinghies and dock them here. And anchor their ships a little bit further off, unless you're one of the town's ships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're gonna make their way over to one of these ships here. They're gonna make our way over to here, probably, yeah. They're gonna try to make sure their guy is rustled in, and they'll leave you for a minute to figure out your life.
Yeah, well, he's gonna look around to see if there's any. First of all, if there's any vessels that can just be,
Borrowed.
that can be borrowed, or alternatively can just be piloted by one person.
An actual big size ship, no, you will not be able to. Well, I mean, you can pilot it, but you need more than one. It's kind of like, remember how Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes.
You need a lot of people to start a ship. After it's started, you can kind of run it with a skeleton crew, but you need a group of people to actually run it first. You need a crew to help start you
Okay,
out.
so there's no
and
like
if you get
there's
into
no like
problems,
small like dinghies that
if
like
you have dinghies, yeah,
you
there are
know-
dinghies around. Yes.
okay.
There are definitely little dinghies running around.
Because that's a
mhm.
slower method, but it's an alternative if they want to go that way.
Mhm, mhm.
So
And-
then
yeah,
there's
sorry.
small dinghies to use, and then are there any
Ships out in Dark Harbor.
yeah any large ships that like look like they're not particularly in use, or there's people just kind of docked around.
Yeah, again, most of the people are on. There's going to be like some people left on board because of. So when a ship docks, there are people left on board just to make sure it doesn't get stolen. Essentially, those unlucky few kind of thing. You can see one ship that you kind of sort of recognize as Quinn's vaguely. You see two other ships that are actually three other ships that are familiar. One is a fishing vessel, which is actually it's quite a bit bigger, and it's going to be off onto the side. So this is going to be a little bit bigger. This one's ships here can be bigger. It's a bit of a fishing vessel. It's bigger, but it's not like a galleon or anything. It usually sticks to shallower waters. But it's a decent sized ship. It's like how you would think a fishing boat would be, like nowadays. That kind of, well, maybe not nowadays. I think it's a relatively small vessel, but it's like a fishing ship. Those don't last very well outside of the shallow areas. And this is someone who lives here, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see out in the harbor, you see what looks like you see an unfamiliar vessel, like someone, came in from port during or enjoying the festival. You don't know exactly what it is, but it looks like a galleon, like comparable to the captain's. As well as you see another ship that is more familiar to the area, and it as a someone who works here is more of a like a merchant, a trade ship. So they, take goods from the crops or whatever you guys export and take it out for trade, essentially to other ports. So there's 3 ships. Sorry, I'm gonna repeat that. Or actually, it's total 4. One is what you can think is the captain's. One is a little fishing vessel. Another is unfamiliar to you. And the last is a familiar trading vessel. Therefore. Sorry. Which the 3 big ones are out in the harbor.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
They had said previously that the place they were to go for us in particular was along the north, just like along the coast.
Yes, they said it was northern up to the coast, and it was a set of ruins.
Set of ruins. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Along the coast assumes it might be mostly shallow water. Well, first things first, he's just gotta go up to the captain's ship and just try and wave her down, like, hey,
Okay. She's settling in her poor, still unconscious crewmate. Getting him settled in.
Do you happen to have a map of, kind of where we're supposed to be going? Because I don't exactly,
right, that would help, wouldn't it? You're not coming to my ship, are you? Right. Alright. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm just double checking if I'm just double checking for a name because I know I got it. I know I had it. I just don't remember the name I made it. There it is. Okay. Yes. The name of the so she's yeah. So she's gonna bring out she'll bring out a map, and she's going to pull it out and kind of like lean it up against on one of the benches, and just gonna kind of point out and it's like, all right, you're looking for the town of Willow Rest. It's on the coast. It should be pretty simple enough to find. Right. It's the ruins themselves are not in the actual town. The town's full of good people. They're all right. They're more knowledgeable than some folks. Anyway, heard some strange things happen in there, but I think it'll be all right. Anyway. Right, Willow's Rest. You want to go to that town, and from there they can tell you where the ruins are. They're in the forest, so you're gonna probably need a guide. But those ruins are where I went to learn. Don't tell the
Right,
pun.
that's how you learn the
Winks.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very nice trick you showed us back there. Well, me at least.
Aye, well, I like you. Kindred folk and all.
Well, of course, feelings mutual. How far is the travel about, and how shallow is the water gonna be?
You can usually travel up the coast. Depends on the vessel you're taking. Oh, sorry. Depends on the vessel you're taking. But, take you about maybe 5 days. Yeah, about 5 days. And it will take you past the capital. Not into the capital, but take the closest you can be near the coast, so you'll want to be careful.
So we gotta go around it then.
You won't hit the capital, but you will hit the here, actually, let me make this easy. Because I realize I have a list. I have a map. A map. A map. On the map. Can I close the map? Close the map. Thank you. Alright. So let me get my little freehand here. So, can I have a circle? Can I have a full circle? No, that's not allowed. Okay. So she's gonna point out a few little cities along the way. And yeah. So, she is going to actually, I'm gonna make this one for reasons. Alright, so the town you are starting at is the very bottom one. That is the one in... I'd make it dark blue. Little corner here. This is where you guys are starting, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the one you're going to be at is about the green dot up north. About 5 days boat ride up, okay? She has so the one she's warning you about is the one red because it's the closest to the capital, which the capital is that fortification right next door. So it's the this one. Okay?
Yep.
Just be careful. People like to well, it's closest and stuff. It's hard to keep away from eyes there. From Kingpin's eyes there.
Right. Well, At least
But-
gives some options for us going that
Mm.
way.
Now, if you want, you could always try the island. You can always try completely passing it and going to the island to the east there. It's got a town there, but still a bit of about the same distance away. But you never know what you find there. I know there's a town there, but I don't know what else is there.
Nothing else about it. No name. No estimate of population. Anything like
It's a
that.
small population, but they're a bit strange, is all. Just like, well, it's a bunch of us, frankly. And people that are trying to get away from things, eh? There's a reason they're not on the. There's a reason they're right between the waters. People like that island people don't tend to like the problems of either nations.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to ask. Are the Dreadwalkers known to be there?
She frowns and just kind of like calculates in her head. I don't know. Last I heard, they were bothering in the eastern islands. So I don't think they'll be there. But who knows? I haven't heard word from them, I told you.
I realize. I just need to make sure. Because looks like my little endeavor with them is going to take some time. I'd rather not run into them too early. The other two might not exactly might not be able to handle it. I know
Aye.
I sure as shit wasn't.
If you do try to go to that island, though, you won't be able to go through, what is it, you're going through deeper waters. So it'll be a trip. If you're trying to stick to the shallows, then it's gonna take you 5 days to get to Willow Rest.
It's mostly just to think on how we're getting there. It's probably gonna be cheaper to get the fishing vessel, but that limits us on
If
where we're
someone's willing
going
to
and how
sell.
far we're moving. Well, yeah. Really, it's up to fair old guard to decide what he wants to do with his money and who's willing to take it from him for a trip for us.
We'll see, won't we?
Right.
And at that point, I'm going to say, I think at that point, Korstag and Bunny Girl will be walking around up. I'm going to back to the heart. Whee! They are not in the water. But yes. Crispy?
I am here.
Okay, just make sure.
I was
You okay?
trying to find where my token was so I could just drag her over. There she is. Whee!
Good. Oh. Wait.
Oh.
what?
What? Just
Oh.
You added a double token. You added
Oh.
because you replaced the old token, remember? So you have to delete that
Oh
one.
yeah. Okay, just clear the old one. Thank you.
there we go.
Yeah.
No problem.
So much fancier.
Ah.
It's
It
not a
cleans
colorful
up pretty
verb.
good.
So yeah, you come across and Bird Boy is talking to the crew as you guys are
Alright.
walking around.
The moment he notices them, he's just gonna shift back. Yeah, it's up to Korstag where we're going.
Oh,
Oh, see you two are back.
Well, yeah, we're sort of in a rush, aren't we?
Oh no.
Well, I know you're in a rush. I'm just expected it to be a bit longer for you. You know, both of your homes.
Are you implying you need a private conversation? Because if we need a private conversation, we can just walk about like 10 paces that way.
No, it's not. It's not private. Mostly, just trying to figure out where we're going and how we're going to do so.
I was telling him where the place I was telling you was.
Ah, perfect.
It's and she'll and I will really quickly drop the thing again. Just show you the map on the little bench. Oh, not that one. Go away. Go this way. Whee! Okay. Like I said, she'll show you the little areas. You start off in the blue dot. The capital is the red circle. There's a little town that's a little red dot. And a little town that she's wanting you to go is Willow Creek. Willow Creek, I think is the name. Did I call it Willow? Wait, did I just actually call it Willow Creek? Willow's Rest.
Willow Rest.
Willow's Rest. Thank you. For a second, I was like Willow's Creek. I'm like, no, I wouldn't name it after something in The Sims. I love The Sims, but damn, not that much. Okay, copyright. I don't want EA coming for my ass. Anyway, Willow's Rest, and she'll explain as she's saying to them. It's a the town itself isn't the ruins. There's a ruins off in the forest from there. That you can get a guide to take you to, essentially, and that's where she's had some other people had been helped with their abilities.
All right.
She will warn, as she did with that other with Pietro, that the little red one here is where you got to be very careful, because that is one of the closest ports to the capital. So it's kind of it's very easily it's more monitored, I guess, than others. So you want to be careful while you're passing through, if you do pass through.
Oh, we're walking through the woods then? We're going to rough it, or?
That's up to you. Sorry, that's up to you. I suppose you could, God, I can't, my voice. What voice did I choose for her?
Ah, yes, the pervasive issue. She's Zinni.
Yeah. She is Zinni. No, she's not Zinni, actually. She's very much not Zinni. She's actually more... Alright. Right, that's how I talk like her. Alright.
Yeah.
So... Alright. So, you could go walking. It's up to you. It'll take a bit longer if you walk. If you take a vessel and follow the shallows up there, it'll take you about 5 days of a ride. And if you go, well, you take charter an actual vessel, it'll take longer, or take shorter. But, more paper trail and all that. And to be honest, she looks around, I don't think your pickings are that. You have a few slim pickings.
Just based off of what I've seen here, he'll point out fishing vessel over there, if they want to be so kind as to go that way. It'll be the fastest, I suppose, if we just stick to the shore, but most dangerous, because we're going right past the capital, or if we're going around, we'll need probably the merchant ship if they're willing to take us over there.
All right.
So it's
I
up
don't
to
know
you.
who's willing. I don't know who's willing to sell or who's willing to just let us hitch a ride. So that's on you.
Chartering.
It's your money.
The money which I have yet to receive.
She better
Waiting
not run
on-
off with it. That'd be.
Waiting on her to arrive with it.
I mean, not even
1,000
my sisters are
gold
here
is
yet,
going
so.
to be. Yes. I think we beat the crowd.
It has been a relatively short time since you guys have told people stuff, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Need to give them a moment. 1,000 is a lot of gold just to pull out.
Probably making sure
Wait.
it's not getting stolen too.
Worst case, if our dear friend wakes up before they arrive, we'll have to improvise.
I didn't even think about that.
I trust Joe. That noble has serious injury. He should stay and rest, at least for a day.
Oh, he's not gonna stay there. I already know. He's gonna push him.
Oh,
to the
I know
house.
for a fact.
Oh gosh. You know, I think I'm gonna hide behind these boxes here.
She's just gonna like get behind something large and she's just gonna stand
Yeah.
behind it.
Well, I'm wearing a different apparel. I think I'm fine.
You'll be fine. But you might want to hide somewhere.
She points to the undisguised burb.
So, I'm gonna
Well,
put that
it's
here since we're-
really hard to hide all of this.
That's why I'm saying, like, get behind at least a couple boxes, man.
Oh, okay.
How about you start looking for someone who's willing to charter us?
Sure. I'll go do that.
Wait, no. You should do that.
I don't know who to talk to.
Okay. It's just that if he does it, then people will be like, oh yeah, Bird was asking for a ship the other day.
I know it's not ideal, but we don't really have options.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, I was kind of helping them back there anyways. He might suspect I'm already was a part of her crew.
Oh, so you're saying
Fair
you'll get
point.
some trouble if you try and ask around that kind of thing? Or that you would get help? Would it be better or worse for you to ask?
Fine, I'll ask.
Wandering around.
Which boat?
Grandpa trying to find a fucking boat. You
Just
know what?
point that one, please.
That one's the fishing vessel,
So-
and that
yeah.
one is the merchant ship.
So this is a fishing vessel. So let me
The big one?
let me explain. Let me explain to you what these are. So this is a fishing vessel.
Yep.
It looks bigger than it is. These little dinghies are dinghies, the rest of them. But that one definitely looks bigger than it was. It looks like it'll.
I'm
Yeah, sorry.
scrambling around on the minimap. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Fishing vessel.
So that's the fishing vessel. Yes.
Mhm.
It looks bigger than it is. It looks
Mhm.
like it's kind of like it's like a sailboat essentially.
Yep. I get you.
So yeah.
Okay. Merchant
The rest
boat?
of them are all little dinghies. But off in the harbor, your old man eyes can see two ships that are unfamiliar to you. And one that you know of as a merchant vessel that essentially takes the exports from here to other up the coast. Since you guys are so down below, usually you see the same kind of ship going around. So anyway, as for people, if you're looking for people on this thing, you know that there is a dockmaster that usually hangs out in the side. You see you see a guard or two on the here. Come up. You do see a guard or two on the.
Yeah, I'll
Like
start looking
patrolling?
for the shipmaster.
Okay. Yeah, the shipmaster would normally be in there. However, you do remember. Actually, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, he's probably pissed drunk.
That's a possibility.
Shit.
My music change is perfect for this.
Why did you go to something comical? Because yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Poke my head in. Hello?
So it seems like everything's kind of closed down.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, fisherman it is.
Oh. Okay.
I'll start wandering back up.
Mm-hmm.
Just immediately give up on that.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know what? Hold on.
Looking
I'm gonna give a D20 on this one to see if he's actually there. 'Cause I knew that the other guy wasn't gonna be there, but the other one. You know what? Okay. So, as luck would have it, you see a gentleman that's just kind of lounging on the bow of the ship, and he is lounging. He looks like he's asleep. Mm-hmm. He's really just enjoying the sun, just like the.
Get as close to the
See
front as
this.
you can along the dock.
You
and
see him. He's a yeah, you see this human, just average Joe human guy, just laying. Look at the
Ah, yes, John Hume Man. My
John
favorite
Hugh.
person. John Hume Man.
kind of like he's a little awkward. He doesn't really.
Ahoy! Hello! Are you awake?
This is great.
Please be awake. Are you drunk? Everyone's drunk. What am I saying?
So, as you're kind of muttering, are you muttering? Or are you like saying this in your authoritative
He's saying
voice?
all of it.
Okay. So at first he doesn't seem to know. Like
he's
what
drunk?
the fuck, like he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He looks and eventually though he keeps hearing the voice. He's like, he looks at you, sees you in the armor, is like, hi, sir.
Good
Hi.
evening.
How are you today? Well, happy festival. How can I help you?
Yes, happy festival. Blessings upon you. Yes.
Yeah.
Is this your boat?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, it's my vote. It's the what is the name? He looks around and he looks over into the side of the ship, and you just see painted on it the Polly's Misdeed, and that's the name of it, Polly's Misdeed. Yeah, Polly. That's, yeah. What can I do
Alright.
for you?
Do you have any plans for about the next 2 weeks?
I mean, like dinner plan? Like wait, dinner plans? Like what kind of plans do you mean?
Trying to make my way up north.
Oh, we're not. I don't charter travel. Like that's kind of my livelihood here.
All right, of course.
Yeah.
You too. How much gold do you make from a week of fishing?
Depends on how the fish are biting. You know, so it can be upward of. Depends on what the fish are selling for. I don't know. Why? Why are you at? What are you? Who are you? Familiar. Are you a guard?
Not anymore. I'm trying to help some friends. Everyone
Okay.
else is drunk, and I need to leave today.
You need to leave. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, unless you're gonna be paying for my ship, I don't know what to tell you.
How much?
Kind of blinks. What do you mean? How much
How much?
for my ship?
Aye.
How long? Wait, for how? Wait, huh? Actually, no. Wait. I don't know
I've
you. I
asked you
can't.
how much your time is. You're not going to answer that, so how much is the boat? Either I can pay you for 2 weeks, or a return trip for yourself. Or
I mean,
you
a
can
gold.
try
I mean, a
to-
ship like this goes for like. Well, I don't even know. This
Probably
ship's
a
for my
lot.
family. It's pretty
It's a family boat.
expensive. Like some of the
Right.
not. Well, I mean, not family necessarily.
I don't
You
want
know,
to
my
take
dad
away
had
that
it. It was
memory
like
from you.
it was like 3,000 gold.
All right, yeah,
Please.
that's a little steep. That's a bit steep. All right, look.
As I look it up quickly, yes.
I would say your name here. I don't know your name. That's fine.
Robert.
Robert.
Yeah.
I have 2 friends that really need my help. I am trying to help them.
Okay.
The way I see it is I can either pay you to drop us off somewhere north. 5 days. 5 days there, and then from there you can go wherever you want. And I will even pay you for your time. For your return trip, because I'm going to assume you're coming back here.
Yeah. I mean, this is right.
Yes. So the way I see it is either I can pay you for 2 weeks, or for the next 2 weeks. So the money I give you, guaranteed, I'll give it to you within an hour or 2. Or for the next 2 weeks, you can roll the dice and see how good that bait is for those fish.
Roll me a persuasion check,
Just waiting.
sweetie.
No.
See, the rolls are great when it counts. All right, give me a second to write some stuff up. Hold on.
So you
Count
talk
some
to them just like a normal person, and the dice typically go for you.
Well, I mean, you get easier rolls when you talk.
Mhm.
Like
Exactly when you just
talk-
bro down. Yeah.
yeah, you talk to things and stuff. Look, all right. Let me count some. Let me calculate some shit. Give me a minute. I gotta do math.
That's fine.
It's. That's. Huh. And then I say, and double checking, one silver is, or no, wait, one gold
in your-
is 10 silver, one
Yes.
silver is 10 copper, yeah?
Yes.
By denominations of 10? Okay, just making
Yes.
sure.
Unless you're looking at EP, and no one uses EP. EP gets
Okay.
weird.
Alright. So, oh, and he doesn't, and he is. That times that. That. He's traveling. I'm just double checking some math. I'm sorry.
No, I see Robert counting right now.
He's trying so hard to count right now, and I'm gonna have to roll to see if he even does it while he's drunk. So yeah, we'll see in a minute. Gonna be. All right. And there's this. All right. Okay. So he's going to. He kind of like he's kind of doing the math in his head, and his you can see it's the gears are turning slowly. He kind of was like, okay, how many people are we talking?
3. One of them is quite small. Honestly, probably only need half the rations for that one.
You're providing the rations.
Aye, sure.
All right. So how about your review times?
She cooks too.
Light of this.
You'll likely be eating better than you have for a while.
Does she?
So she says.
No, I mean it's a she. Never mind.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yes.
All right. Any of you know how to ride a ship or know how to sail?
One of my companions do, yes.
Yeah, that's one less person I gotta worry about. Let me just double check really quickly on the same. I need to make sure that this can actually be driven with this many people. Oh, you silly sod. Okay, I have to grab. Let me grab my notes. Let me grab my D&D.
Yes,
things.
logistics.
Yes, logistics. Admittedly, I should have figured this out beforehand, but here we are. I knew this was going to happen, but I'm a dumb. Sometimes I am a dumb. And that's... Okay, can I get the details for this, darling? I swear to God, if you are about to... Oh, okay. Go gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Okay. So, always the DM's plight? Yeah. Alright, so he is going to. Let's see, so that's skilled. That's 7. That's. Alright, you say one of you know how to do it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do that. So I can opt out for that extra cost. And he's willing to help me sail?
I'll assume, yes.
Okay. So that's gonna be 2. That's 2 times that.
You'll need me to get you an abacus.
I'm so sorry, I'm trying to do math. Okay, that one's actually gonna be working.
You already used that finger to count.
Shut up, I've been drinking.
I can tell. It's fine, everyone's been drinking today. I've been drinking today.
Alright, it's gonna be 140 gold.
140. Alright.
140.
Alright. And you know what? If I piss you off, you can ask for more when we get there, okay?
Aye.
I want you to be happy.
Alright, when do you want to go again?
Today.
Today.
As soon as you're ready.
Oh, I want to need to get guys out of the fucking... Fine. 140, have the gold in my hand in an hour.
Yes, sir.
And he slumps down. You see him like jump onto shore and just like has to go and like I gotta go get my mates. They're gonna hate me.
Thank you.
Aye. Don't fucking whatever. And just starts off. It was like he was gonna say some witty retort. It's gone. He's just gone.
He's just so done.
Just so done.
Alright, he's gonna come back, hands on his hip, chin in the air, so proud of himself.
I done it.
I got us a boat.
Oh, dang. Good job.
Or rather, I've chartered a boat. A man has agreed to go fishing up north for us.
Oh, perfect. Then I guess we just gotta wait for everyone else.
Before you
Yes.
return, I'm sorry, Pierre,
That's fine.
that was a bit. Do you want to continue chatting with the captain?
Oh no, he.
Or are you just idly
like-
chatting?
Yeah, it was just like idle chatter.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Uh,
I just didn't know if you wanted anything specific to happen.
good.
We have our ship. The request he's making, however, for you, my friend, is he's likely going to have you work.
That's fine. Probably means it's cheaper then.
We can hope.
Mhm.
I'm more worried about just us getting there. Next step, we'll just make up whatever we have. Right,
And I guess it's at this point he's just gonna like awkwardly wait for the others to arrive.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys like to do while you wait for the others to arrive?
I continue
Idling.
to hide.
You know what? Fair. All right.
I guess Korsag, if anything, is gonna keep a lookout for trouble.
Okay. It's probably for the best.
Hmm.
And everyone then, in that case, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. Actually, no. We can finish this up, actually, I think.
Mhm.
Because we're about 3 hours in. Well, unless you guys do something really dumb, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So, about an hour. So everyone roll me a perception check. Or just this hour.
Perceiving.
Perceive things. Perceive.
Ear perk.
Okay.
I am too busy hiding.
You guys hear still hear the joy and the music and stuff of the festivals. You can hear it kind of getting rowdy. People, getting a little bussed up. It's starting to get a little bit later in the day. You guys started this in the morning. It's turning into like afternoon-ish. And only like an hour has passed. And when that hour passes, you guys see the lady kind of appear on the dock.
There
You
we
guys
are.
can all see her. And she kind of nervously like looks around.
I'll try to flag her down.
And she'll eventually see you and just kind of she doesn't turn. She doesn't go back. Just
There you are.
hope everything is in order.
Yes.
Right, you have a key to your home.
Yes.
And I'll reach to his side and pass over the key and
She'll take it, and she will.
Papers.
Trust me, it's probably better if you don't have papers.
It should be somewhere in the house.
Probably
Right.
best if I don't. Anyway, and she looks into she has a little satchel with her, and actually, rather than give you the satchel, or rather than like pull anything out, she is going to the satchel, and she's going to hand it over to. She's gonna hand it over to you, Korstag, because it is a pretty good amount
it's
of money.
a heavy
in
bag.
it. It's 100 platinum in there.
Got
So
it.
it's pretty heavy. So yeah. She hands that over. And she looks to actually, yeah. She just kind of nods kind of nervously. Well, I suppose all I can say is don't ever come back here again. Respectfully.
Yep.
That's fair.
She nods, and without too much more words, she just kind of nods and she glances around nervously and she kind of makes her way away. Unless you guys stop her, she's going to zoom.
No. He's just looking at the bag and he's kind of like... Seems a lot heavier than it should be.
And then a bit later, about maybe 10, 15 minutes later, you hear them before you see them. You specifically, Clover. You hear them before you see them. Bunnies. Bunch of little bunnies. Well, not a bunch,
A
but
bunch?
a bunch of bunnies. How many specifically? I forgot.
see
I
the
know you wrote them
Loporrits
down.
already.
It was 2 older siblings and 3 younger siblings are all
Yeah,
that
so
remain.
you guys see 5 little bunnies bounding up. You see the one from before, Kristag, and she's like carrying. Well, she looks like she's carrying a bag. Or actually, she's carrying 2 bags with her, and she's holding a little bunny in her arms. And another male.
He'll reach his left arm over and just kind of go knock knock on whatever Clover's hiding behind.
Her nose is already wiggling as she peeks her head out.
They are not. Unfortunately, your bunny friends, your family is not the most settled bunch.
No.
Because, there's some complain like, why are we going? I thought we wanted to do the party. It's like, and the older sister, shushing them. It's like, we gotta go, okay? Doesn't matter. I know you wanted the party. You have to go. Or we have to go. There you go. Southern. Sorry. But what about my what about my rock collection? Why couldn't I have brought my rock collection? And the older brother seems a little bit quieter. He's kind of looks really nervous as he's glancing around. And eventually she'll see you, Kristag, before she sees Clover, because Clover hiding. And
Good to
she's
see you
going
again.
to Right. Where's Clover? Oh. Do you pop
Hi,
out,
guys.
Clover?
She will pop out, yeah.
She gives you a nod. She'll slump down the little sister in her arms, and put her down to the ground, and she goes and grabs you in another hug.
Oh, be careful, I'm covered in bugs.
She's kind of just pulls back a minute, like, why are you covered in bugs?
I had to powder my hair after last time, and it was old and spoiled and had a lot of mealworms in it.
Why are you covered in...
Desperate
You're not-
times, sis.
I know,
Desperate
but you're...
times.
But you're also a bunny. It's not very...
I know.
whatever.
I'll deal
We're
with
not
it later.
settled. Okay, just make sure you wash your hair, alright?
I'm gonna trust me. Soap is calling my name.
Alright. She seems to hesitate, but she pulls you into a hug. It doesn't matter. She's pulling you into a hug. You're getting hugged by your big sister.
She hugs her too.
Mhm. And she'll literally see her a little bit and just like, where are we going? Where is this? Where are you going? Are you just walking off, or?
I can't tell you yet. And likely wherever I'm going, I'm not staying long.
Well, where are we going?
These
And, you
sheep
see her,
behind us.
and you hear the brother kind of, the older brother's like, wait, you didn't even know where we were going?
Well, they
I
were
told
gonna
you,
point it out to us
Told
on
you,
a
I
map.
figured out. And then starts
It's just
They
a
start
bunch of
kinda
like
bickering.
family
Yeah.
muttering at
Yeah,
the
it's
same
like-
time, and she's joining in.
Like I told you, we get there when we get there. It's all right. I got a plan. I know you got your plan. I know you both got your plans.
Technically,
But
the
your
plan's
plans
mine, but I mean,
trouble.
it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, and
So
your plans are getting us away
look,
from our home.
Just trust me. I've always been the
They quiet down.
my plan.
She just wanders off.
Can you point to the map on where they're going for me?
She nods.
Hmm.
And
Pietro. I don't have a map.
Well, she's saying it to this bunch.
Oh,
yeah. And if you scroll down just a little bit. All right, there's okay. So at the southern the island of Yasari, you go down, you'll see like a collection of little mountains at the very bottom. She's gonna point to a little small chain of little islands here.
Oh man, that
Baby
is
island.
tiny.
Oh, you have to zoom in to see
These little
those.
chains of little islands, yeah. She's gonna specifically point to the 4. Now, now I have a question for you, miss. Do you want to actually know where they are? Just in case. Yes, that thing.
Yeah, I do.
She nods. I'll take them to the bigger island. After that, they can decide where they want to go. They can get a fishing vessel from. They can get a vessel from to either of the little ones, and they'll probably find somewhere they can do a little bit of farming. They'll find someone they can work for.
All right.
She's gonna walk back to her siblings.
Okay, so you got a couple of options here. You could stay in the first place that they ferry you to, or you could move after. If you move after, I won't know where you are, but I'm sure I'll find you anyway. I hope.
We'll have to discuss it when we get there, I guess.
If you see any of the king's men, you should probably start skedaddling. Although, they shouldn't really be able to get there anyway. Lady over there said that it was pretty defensible. They got like a whole
It's not-
navy.
Oh, wait, are you whispering this? Sorry.
She is a little bit.
Okay.
So,
She nods. She's like, all right. We'll figure it out.
y'all are
You're
very
gonna
smart.
be okay.
It's gonna be okay because we're gonna make it okay.
She bites her lip but nods. Well, you're not going alone, or not without. And she just kind of trails off, and she unhooks one of the bags from her side and hands it over to you. I packed you up something.
Are you sure?
It's just food, bedroll, that kind of thing. Tinderbox. I know you. That kind of thing.
All right.
You can
She
put
will
ropes in there.
hook it over her back.
This oh, this is really happening, huh?
Guess so. Promise this ain't no trick.
I'm gonna be honest, my pranks are way funnier than this.
Aye.
Okay, I'm gonna start crying again, and it's gonna make dough in my eyes, and it made them really sticky before.
Just pick her
I'm just... No, the objective
hug.
was to make me not cry!
Hug.
And you did the opposite!
And like even the older brother goes for a hug. And then the other little bunnies go for a hug.
It's just a bun
And you're
pile.
just a pile of bunnies. Just squeezing the little life out of this little bunny friend.
I'm gonna miss you guys so much.
Come visit us, alright?
I will. When I can.
Bring us
anyway.
stories.
What?
Bring us stories.
Oh, trust me, you're gonna get plenty.
And then eventually they'll let go reluctantly. Little Vigor's sister is going to be this last one to do it. She's going to kind of ruffle your fur, even despite the flower.
Look so hard.
You won't
You're a
need it for
bunny.
much longer.
I guess.
And to that, I need another perception check
No.
from all of you.
No. Stop.
Do I? Should I stop?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna roll.
I'm scared.
All right.
They rolled
So-
well.
I'm not saying either way. So Korstag and Clover,
Yes.
you guys hear, excuse me. Of course, first off, you noticed as you're waiting that eventually the fisherman got his vessel. He brought in 2 guys, who look just as bad as knackered as the other ones do, as he does, and they're just kind of setting up the ship to get ready to go. But at the corner of the docks, you see men in armor.
No.
Down here?
What kind of
Yeah.
armor, Mr. DM? Rather, Mrs. DM. I can say
well,
Mrs.
since you
now.
say that.
What kind of armor, Mrs. DM?
It's you see 2. You see one of them is the actually hold on, let me grab the people. Let me grab the people.
One of them.
You see good old Joseph leading the charge.
Joseph.
Joseph, the captain of the guard.
Okay.
And next to him, you see 2 other guards, and they are wearing the king's armor.
Oh.
The king's men.
Mr.
You see,
Pietro.
you seem since you saw them, both of you see him. You see him kind of lollygagging, kind of like pointing away from things, like pointing away from the dock specifically, like there. Anyway, go ahead.
Mr. Pietro,
Mm-hmm.
would you kindly encourage Clover to depart? I am
Sure.
going to keep an eye on this.
Clover, you gotta send your family to go now. We do not have any more time.
Okay.
She's going to gently clap
Korstag's
her
gonna
hands
have
together.
his hand on the pommel
Mhm.
at his hip, and he's just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Guys, remember? Do you remember the game Hush Rabbit? We're gonna play Hush Rabbit right now. And
What?
right now, the home is in that boat right there. So you gotta go in there and be quiet and be the best little Hush Rabbits to win the game and get a prize.
You see, the redhead kind of like, shit. Come on, let's go. And she pulls the guy, or the pirates start pulling them in, pulling the kids and everyone in. And to Pietro, she's gonna look to you and she's gonna throw you something. She's gonna be like, here, catch. She's gonna throw you something, a stone.
He'll take it.
If you need anything, use that.
Oh.
You can send a message to me if you need something. Use it only in emergencies, and make sure no one else gets it.
Ah, okay, so no love letters then.
Hi. Please no. My one and only love is a sea. and
Dear Pert.
and then so they pull people in, and they don't say goodbye. They just go. They just start going. And you see, and they kind of cover everyone a little bit, and they start going. They zoom,
So,
and you have one half of Ascending Stone, Pietro. Also,
Nice.
I'm gonna have to do inventory stuff with you guys in a minute, but yeah. And you 3 are left on the docks.
So
And you see, Korstag, he is doing an expert job at distracting them. You can tell from
Joe.
Like they are generally working on looking into boxes
At this
that look like
point,
they can only fit the bunny.
Right.
grabbing your tail feathers. Let's go.
Yep.
Go.
He'll pull up his jacket and try to kind of hide himself.
She is
All right.
she is quickly moving.
Aye.
Right, everyone, say hello to Captain Robert.
Aye. All right, we're setting to sail.
Well,
When are
Robert,
we
let's-
setting sail then?
Right now, sir.
Let's go.
Right the fuck now.
Yes, sir.
What's
You
the fucking
told me
fire?
an hour. It's been an hour. I have your money.
Do you have my money? All right, give me my
I
money
have
then.
your money. Right? If I may come aboard, sir.
Aye, come on.
he'll-
You'll see two other gentlemen, of course, like getting the ship set to sail.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
She is going
I'll
to
start-
lay down in a corner of the
I'll
boat.
start thumbing through the bag right
Mhm.
now, and
1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and have to break this one.
so that's 89 platinum remains.
Mhm. Which is a
Okay.
pretty good hefty
It's
sum.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's a
and
pretty good
then-
hefty sum, yeah.
Okay, that math has been done.
All right, cool. So they started the ship and they start going. They start hopping off. And
She grabs him by his tail feathers and says,
Pietro, on the ground.
Mhm.
Lay down.
Yeah, got it. He'll lower himself to be out of sight.
So we're just gonna play lay down for a while. And not think about anything.
And Korsak's going to look around, and he'll do one last glance around for trouble.
so the ship goes off. The ship starts sailing off. And as you're looking, Korstag, you're the only one like kind of looking up. You see the gentleman in purple. The good old gentleman in purple make it, like storm his way onto the docks and look around. And he looks around and he kind of shouts something at Joseph, and Joseph makes haste and like starts ordering the guards and stuff, and starts making motions, and you can tell like he is essentially like he's essentially making motions that are like lock it down. And you guys sail away into the not quite evening sun.
We're just gonna lay here and not let the anxiety kill us.
And that is where we're gonna leave it for this session. I knew it's gonna be a little closer, but you guys got out. I want you to know, Joseph rolled a 20.
"Oh no!
Oh,
Joseph, no, the guard captain.
Oh,
That's
oh,
why
okay.
you guys got away without
Oh
him
fuck,
seeing
bro!
you.
Oh fuck!
Like I was like, you know what?
Thanks, Joseph.
Joseph saved your ass, but also all of your really good persuasion rolls saved your ass. So well done, guys. And perception.
God.
You guys are really great. Oh god.
He
I can't wait till the
probably
rolls-
knows we got out by boat, but we'll get enough of a head start.
Yeah. Yeah. So now your lovely family is off to who knows where you can only assume was where they said.
God, I hope
Um,
so. I don't really got much of a choice in this, okay?
Bunny fam is with
Yes, the DM knows.
Captain. Yeah. And they are on a fishing trip. Okay.
This session was really fucking fun. I love all of you guys. This is a really great group.
I like small groups. It's great.
Yes,
it's good.
Small group's so
It's
good.
Yeah, and then yeah. So
And the DM
That
is very
is-
good too. Focus fingers.
shut up. Oh, okay. So we need to do quick inventory checks.
Mhm.
So essentially, Clover, she gave you things. Essentially, you have everything except your weapons currently, which is the focus, the staff, and the shield.
Actually, I'm gonna make the basket too, because I have that. With
Yeah,
all
and
the
you have to
stuff
add
that
the
has that.
basket and the quilt, and the cups.
With
The cups I just
basket,
assume
cups,
is.
you know.
I assume the cups are just kind of the cooking utensils, so it's fine. But
Oh
you
yeah,
have a quilt,
true.
so
But I'm gonna make special note of it because they're special cups.
that is fair. But you have a set of clothes, you have your pouch and stuff. So
Yep.
yeah. Poor Stag, I think you have everything you needed.
All of my inventory was already on the page. They
you
were
got
just
everything.
inactive until I acquired it.
Yes. And then you had everything on you, my dude, darling Pietro.
Yep.
So you were all good. But yes, and you do have that setting stone. So yeah.
And I can do a I'll go back at the VOD and I'll write down what a rabbit stole from me.
Oh, I already remember.
Oh, you already have it? Okay.
And you do know that the sister has her money still. She has the 50 gold still.
Yeah, she
Yes.
does. My gold is still pretty. I mean, it's still kind of nice, but it's not. You know, it's not as nice as 50 gold.
I mean, one of your party has platinum, so I think you're fine.
Yeah,
now.
we're really
For
good.
now.
We're really good. So, I'm glad she's got that money, but at the same time, oh god, please don't get mugged, sister. I'm gonna cry.
I didn't even think about the housing thing, and I'm like, oh, you right. Shit, you right.
No, that was so fucking smart. I
That was
never
very
considered
smart.
that
Yep.
as an option.
I thought about it literally on the spot.
Yeah, no, that's the best plans, man.
But yeah,
Right. GG.
not the most combat driven, but it was fun. I liked it. Yeah.
I like it better when there's less combat.
Same time next week?
Same time next week.
Let's go.
And I have to write a note. I need to remember.
When we come back next, are we gonna be time skipping or are we gonna be on the?
We're gonna find out.
Essentially, what I think is going to happen, unless you guys want to talk or stuff, is probably gonna spend the night on the boat, essentially, and wake up the next morning, and then things will happen. Spoilers, but that's all I'm giving you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate
you.
it. I'm gonna say goodbye to Peoples here. Okay.
You guys have a good night.
Bye bye.
I got a dash, but I love you all.
I love you guys too. Bye bye.
Okay, chat. Hello. It's me, the bunny. There's a couple subs that I gotta acknowledge. Agent Trap, 10 months. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the game. I could have sworn there was more than that, but Twitch... I feel like Twitch is lying to me. No, that seems to be actually all of it. Okay, so... everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's session. I really did. This was delicious in terms of character development. Small parties just always feel so fucking amazing because you can really pull out really emotional shit at any time for any length of time without much worry. So if you liked what you saw today, you're gonna be getting a lot more of it in the next coming episodes. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful night. I hope I made your night as much as you have made mine. And let's raid Uzu.
I